Hello everyone and welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. So my name is Samantha and I am the operator of a 2-acre debt-free farm located in Southeast Louisiana. So let's get into this topic. Couple of things. I was just given an amazing tip, you guys, and I feel like I need to share this with you. Last night was the fullest of the full moon. If you're going to harvest herbs, mushrooms, any kind of medicinal plants, the next 7 days is the best time to do it. Cool beans, huh? Has a lot to do with how the earth absorbs its energy and the tides. Now, moving on. I spoke to my contact in Maui, and there needs to be some explanation made. All right, first off, so Maui has been working with the United Nations. Sorry, I'm trying to set my phone up. Has been working with the United Nations now. Well, let me just put it this way. Hawaii has been working with the United Nations for several years now, along with other South Pacific islands. Okay, Guam being one of them, Saipan, Polynesia, some other islands around Japan, parts of Australia. And basically the indigenous people have now been recognized and protected, and they are considered their own kingdom. There has even been a king named. Now, why I find it very interesting, did you and I not know this? Well, it comes down to power. So I've seen a lot of people concerned with the indigenous people having their land bought up and sold by rich people from around the world, but especially people like Oprah and Bezos and Zuckerberg. And all I can say is this: they have money, and he who has money has power. The next thing that I can say about that is, I've heard people make comments like, well, everyone needs to give the land back to the indigenous people. First off, that's never going to happen, because a legal transaction and money was exchanged, and that is a legal contract, whether we agree with it or not. But having found out that the UN, or at least the subpart, remember in the earlier video I made, I talked about how the UN is split, like America is, on its viewpoints and what it needs to be doing. Well, one side of the UN recognizes this gentleman as king of the South Pacific Islands, which is very interesting to me, because they have already adopted, they as in the South Pacific Islands, their own charter, basically, their own, I guess you would call it maybe like a constitution, their own Bill of Rights. They literally have treaties, legal documents in place that allow them certain rights and privileges as a kingdom. Now, how can that be if they are also considered the 50th state of the United States? Good question. Glad you asked it. Here is how I see it, and I may be wrong. Feel free to correct me in the comments. America or England, one or the other, was going to take the Hawaiian Islands back in the 50s. America ended up being the country that did it. Hence, the reason you see on the Hawaiian flag Great Britain and the United States. I've also noticed a little bit of, I guess I call it Commonwealth law, which we still have a little bit in the United States, which is basically our legal system is a version of England's legal system, which tends to happen when you were once an English colony, which America was. So looking at that, I'm noticing that in the Hawaiian law, that there is a bit of both British representation and United States representation, which makes it a little hard to navigate through some of the legal aspects of what is going on Maui right now, especially in Lahaina. But back to the topic. What do I think needs to happen? I think America needs to begin an exit plan with Hawaii. I think our country and our politicians need to hear from the Americans that we, as a collective majority, and I can say that, feel like Hawaii needs to be put back into the hands of the indigenous population. I think we can all agree on that. That's what really needs to happen. Every country needs to get out of Hawaii, okay? Now, having said that, what happens to people who have fee share land or leasehold land? If you don't know what I'm talking about, please go back and watch the video I made on the types of land ownership in Hawaii, and that'll explain it to you. So you've got people who have invested millions in property or homes or both, or even businesses on one or all of the Hawaiian Islands. So what happens to those people? Because you can't take what they legally bought. I mean, I guess you could, but you shouldn't, okay? So there needs to be something done where those people can regroup at least their cost. Now, should they make a profit? I don't know. Look at it as an investment, maybe so, because it was their money that they used to purchase these properties. But guys, I'm being completely honest with you right now. We can't just force people off their legally owned land to give it back to the Hawaii indigenous people, because where you live right now and where I live right now would be taken from us. That's a precedent we simply cannot start. The only reason I really think it should happen in Hawaii is because that's only 70 years of them being sucked into the United States, and they truly don't want to be. So every other state has been here for a very long time, since the 1800s and stuff. And at this point, it's just, you would never get indigenous lands back into everyone's hands. I'm sorry, that's the reality of it. However, I do believe that we need to figure this out. And I think maybe that's something we can do and agree to do, regardless of our political stances or anything else, is to reach out to your politicians in your state and tell them we support the UN decision to see Hawaii and other Pacific islands as a kingdom, therefore pull America out. Quit making us look like a fool. God bless all of you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to help Maui, let's do it from a position of true understanding of what the people there really want, you guys. They want their sovereignty back. Isn't that what we're always fighting for here in America? Keep us America, not in the UN. Guys, we need to help them. Let's really help them. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video. Thank you.